Good morning, y'all. My stomach feels weird because I had a bunch of alcohol and chicken last night. Korean fried chicken, we love it. How are you feeling? Are you feeling good? I hope so. Sometimes you should feel good about the fact that maybe some crushes didn't work out because you get to dodge whatever red flags they have brewing in their system later on. Like if someone doesn't meet your standards and then things don't work out with him, just be grateful. Just be grateful because that probably would have been a much more hot mess if you let it, like if you entertained something with them. Or sometimes you'll have a crush on someone, they'll reject you, and you'll be sad about it. And then you'll be like, what if? Like, people always think about what if in the good way. Maybe you should think what if in the bad way. Because I know this girl, she was a friend of a friend. This guy she was interested in, he already had plenty of red flags off the bat, but she was like, I guess I'll try to date him. That didn't work. They ended up friends with benefits. She tried to get in a relationship with him. He said no. He just wanted to fuck around, wasn't looking for anything serious. She got petty about it. He blocked her. She was sad about it for ages, as if he was some big catch. But he looked like an Australopithecus. He was not cute. His hair was so oily it could, like, Jesus, his hair had more oil than the fucking Gulf of Mexico after that spill. Like, not even Dawn dish soap could save his shit, dude. And I swear to fucking God, it's like he's not that cute. And he's not a good person. And he wasn't even that funny when we saw him at the comedy show either. So it's like, I don't know what she saw. I don't know. Sometimes people with low self esteem see things in other people, and bless their souls, they need to stop it. Either way, let's just say a year later he got outed as a rapist and he had to flee to Colombia so that he would not get charged with rape and caught. And he's still kind of semi in hiding to this day. So yeah. It's like, congratulations. Like, you didn't. Because it's like, what if he said yes to dating and then she could have, like, had all sorts of monstrous bullshit happen with him? Like, she did dodge a massive red flag. Not even big scale. Sometimes it could just be small scale. Like, imagine you have a crush on a guy and you're so devastated, like clutching your chest, crying in the fetal position in your bed. Whole time he's the type of dude that like picks his nose and rubs the boogers on wall. What if you found out that he was the type of dude to like chew gum and then just like stick it under random tables to get stuck to random people's legs? What if you found out they were the type of person that would see a take one on like Halloween and they take the entire bucket of candy and dump it and then leave? Like, what if you find out something that just makes you realize they're not as cool as you thought they were? Like, I have a mild crush on a dude, but at the same time, let's just say I have to remind myself he likes Sex in the City. Nothing's wrong with liking, like, feminine coded shows as a man. But Sex in the fucking City, out of all of them, there's Desperate Housewives, there's Devious Maids. Like, there's just a lot. Just really, Sex in the City. I'm seeing you differently. It's not that it's feminine, it's just Carrie's not a good person. Or what if you date the type of man who like defends Quentin Tarantino writing into his own scripts himself saying the N word with the hard R over and over and over again? He gave himself an inward pass. I made another video about this, but sometimes it's good that you also get rejected by certain people. Like, it's like whether you got with them or not, like short term or if nothing ever happened, your brain will think of good what ifs because you're just like, ooh, what if we worked as a couple and they healed themselves and they had a better hygiene and hairline and I can save them? And then they became my dream guy, and we went to the opera together and got married and had 5 kids. No, bitch. Because in some realistic universe where if he did entertain you in a relationship, you probably would have committed suicide. He probably would have been cheating all the fucking time. He probably could have given you an STD. He probably would have got even worse hygiene. He probably would have tried to neg you and lower your self esteem to make you think you can't deserve better than him. Like, really, sometimes, like, even there's dudes in the past where I've been like, oh, it's a shame me and that dude didn't work out and it feels bad. What if he meets someone else and gives her all the treatment that I've been wanting? And I have to kind of remind myself, well, that dude was extremely lustful and rude and aggressive and abrasive. Even if he meets his dream girl supposedly and treats her well, it would only be like a little bit of time before his true personality comes out. Or if he really wanted to play long game, most men end up being terrible during sickness, pregnancy, or if it was like any big life decision, like hell. I'm just saying, look at it that way. Because you could be all, oh no, it's a shame. It's such a shame that things didn't work out with this guy. And now he's probably moving on to some girl he's going to treat better. No, he's probably going to treat her better for a while. And then his real personality is going to fuck it up. Like, for example, Morgan's ex. If Morgan's ex gave a fuck about him, but he didn't, she could have easily been like, "Oh no, this guy cheated on me, and he moved on to this young, pretty girl, and he's making this money now, and no, 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 no. Why wasn't he doing this for me?" Type shit. But she doesn't give a shit. I'm just making a hypothetical scenario because he did dog her ass out. He did traumatic things to her. But let's just say, like, even during our happiest moments when I did date him, or whatever the fuck you would call that with him, it was still a nightmare. It was still nightmarish in so many fucking ways to me. He ruined my entire year last year. So it's like, okay, sure, every once in a while it'd be like, oh, here's a nice piece of jewelry, here's some money, here's some roses, here's a nice date. It doesn't change the fact that it would still be like canceled plans, ghosting, abusive behaviors and tendencies, neuroticness, obsession, projection, all the danger. It's like, yeah, it's like it still came for me too. It didn't just skip me. It just transferred, like the demon that was possessing her just went for me. And after seeming like he was such a good guy for a bit, then he just pulled out. He just didn't hold back on the bullshit whatsoever. And then even when things ended with me and him, and he did try to move on to someone else for a bit, I thought to myself, "Oh, this is a bit sad." But then at the same time, I thought to myself, "Well, but realistically, do I want that nigga back? No. Was he a nightmare? Yes. And I'm pretty. Did he heal any of his behaviors? No. So pretty much, he would just kind of be the same nightmare for the next girl. If anything, I feel bad for the next girl, and I hope she leaves. And let's just say I was fucking right. It ended so horribly and quickly for him, and he tried to come back, and I was like, no. It's a shame what happened to his ex Cleo. It's a shame what happened to me. Not much we could do about it, though. But I guess sometimes you just have to tell yourself, like, if things didn't work out with you and a dude, you should be grateful. Because if they did, like, there's a reason why some women get online all the time and they're like, oh my god, I thought he was such a dream guy. And next thing you know, like, after years of marriage, I found out he's been cheating on me this entire time and doing this and doing that and even planning my own death for life insurance. It's like some people are really good at hiding their bullshit. So if you meet someone who seems really perfect for you and they don't fucking want you, sometimes you just gotta be like, Or maybe you did have a thing with someone and it didn't work out. Maybe you should be grateful. It's like if that person was already showing signs of like maladaptive behaviors, neuroticism, secret having behavior, being avoidant or obsessive or love bombing, and then they just like fucked you over in the end, and now you're left to pick up the pieces. Just be glad that you didn't stay in it longer. Because trust me when I say people have a way of making you feel dumber for not leaving sooner, and they make you like it's like they want to punish you for giving them more chances. But that's big scale. Even small scale, sometimes you just gotta be grateful that you're not with a guy anymore. Because, like, let's say let's say things did work out with that guy you had a crush on, and you didn't just get the fuck over him. Like, imagine he asked you out, you were so cool, and then you find out his scary opinion on statutory, or that he likes Boku no Pico, unironically, and he's a huge fan of it, or he has a ouch, or he has a shit kink, or he gets hard when women cry, or he robs people for fun, or he prefers when women don't have ass, or he enjoys fat shaming random people really, really hard, especially online, unprovoked on pictures of beautiful women. Or just like sometimes you gotta just think about it. Like, oh, what if you found out that nigga doesn't like use a washcloth? What if you found out that he doesn't get in his ass in the shower and like really dig in deep? What if things worked out with your crush and then like he ended up being abusive to you or other family members? Or if he defended everything that Marilyn Manson ever did ever? Or he was an R. Kelly super fan? Or makes Diddy jokes? I don't know, man. Sometimes you date people and you learn terrifying things about them and it's up to you to be like yay or nay. Other times you'll just kind of be, let's just say in hindsight, sometimes you should be glad that crushes don't work out because there could be a whole can of worms brewing that you're better off far away from.